Welcome to America News. Fast, factual, and to the point. We bring breaking updates, clear explainers, and careful analysis without the noise. Please subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss an important story. Tonight, we're in Argentina. Thousands have filled the streets demanding justice after the brutal killings of young women. What happened, why this sparked a nationwide outcry, and whether these protests can drive real change in safety policy, that's our focus. Here are the facts. In multiple cities, from Buenos Aires to Cordoba and Rosario, large marches and vigils took place after two recent cases shocked the country with their violence. Investigations are ongoing. In some instances, suspects have been detained, but the public is asking for more. Transparency from authorities, faster court action, and stronger protection for women and girls. People carried portraits, candles, and purple ribbons. The phrase "ni una menos," not one less, once again became the rallying cry against femicide and gender-based violence. Why did this strike such a nerve? Argentina has wrestled for years with how to investigate and prevent gender-motivated crimes. Activists point to low clearance rates, lengthy trials, and gaps in protective measures, from restraining orders that are not enforced to limited access to shelters and crisis services. These new cases became a tipping point, landing in the middle of economic stress and a broader sense of insecurity in urban areas. What are people demanding? On the streets, we heard clear proposals. First, specialized prosecutors and dedicated units for femicide cases. Second, mandatory risk assessment protocols for police so early warnings are not missed. Third, expansion of shelters, 24/7 hotlines, and immediate relocation options for women in danger. Fourth, better coordination between judges, police, and social services so restraining orders are tracked and enforced in real time. And finally, faster digital case management so victims don't disappear into bureaucracy. How have authorities responded? National and local leaders have expressed condolences and pledged tougher action. Ideas under discussion include a unified risk database, more funding for crisis centers, stiffer penalties for violating protection orders, emergency panic buttons, and electronic monitoring for offenders. Rights groups welcome the attention but insist the core problem is implementation, training investigators, resourcing victim services, and speeding up court timelines. Context and numbers matter. Local NGOs report that, on average, a woman is killed every few days in Argentina, and many of these crimes are committed by partners or former partners. Researchers say even basic measures save lives. Round-the-clock hotlines with trained operators, guaranteed shelter space within the first 24 hours, and electronic tracking of offenders who breach restraining orders. When any link in that chain fails, tragedies repeat. Beyond policy, this is about people. In the plazas, you see parents, classmates, neighbors, not just statistics. Many told us they marched to honor the victims and to claim a simple right, to return home safely. In a country with a strong protest culture, these gatherings are both mourning and a message to policymakers. Make the system work before, not after, the next emergency. What happens next? Over the coming weeks, watch three things. 1. Which protection and justice bills reach the congressional agenda? 2. Whether provinces launch pilot programs for police risk assessments and electronic monitoring. 3. How quickly the current investigations move, because justice must arrive not only in statements, but in verdicts. Bottom line, Argentina's protests are a nationwide alarm about safety and accountability. Real progress will depend on matching strong words with sustained funding, trained personnel, and measurable timelines from the first emergency call to the final court decision. If you're in Argentina or have loved ones there, save and share the resources in our description: hotlines, shelters, and legal aid contacts.
These services can be the difference in a critical moment. This is America News. Subscribe for verified updates in clear context. Tell us in the comments which solutions you believe would make the biggest impact on safety. Stay with us. We'll continue to follow the investigations and any reforms that emerge.